from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, Reese. Talking to the Cal head coach pregame, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those 3rd down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
A designed run for the quarterback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble play.
Got enough space, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
With the run on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Tempo in overdrive. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Stop! Nothing! right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense. Calls his own number. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the 1st down himself. Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, and when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that 1st down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you had this.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Sends it downfield. Finds a spot in the middle. He's loose. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quarterback making adjustments. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football and just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Mustangs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Has it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carey. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Trying to barge in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they took over inside the red zone and go 19 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Carey. Makes the catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Right back to it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Brought down at the 46-yard line, and that's enough for the 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the tight end in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Dropping back, it's Carey. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 11 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Bulldogs with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Might be calling a hot route.
Come on, flow.
To throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking for a gap. It's Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The give to the left. Breaks the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
There's some room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cal! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing.
Caught, and he's got room. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well, and that was a critical third down, pitch and catch, explosive play for the offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, SMU! They move on top here in the fourth. And the Mustangs respond.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something, breaks into the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll test the right side. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Carey. Caught behind the line, it's Marshall. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Golden Bears with an answer.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
To the air, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead, it makes it easy to play defense.
And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll run it. It's Marshall. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Golden Bears inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And he's dragged down. Now the Mustangs will use their third and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense with jumbo personnel. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll run it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better for the offense. Receiver understanding, hey, we're down in possession, 2-minute situation. We don't have timeouts. I got to catch this pass. I need to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right now.